What's up, guys, and
Welcome
welcome
back. It's
back.
Average Takes.
Welcome back to Average Takes Sunday recap.
Yes, sir.
A lot of weird games this week. A lot of close ball busters, and we're about to bring you our favorites.
2020 fits right in.
Yeah, with these trash.
Yeah,
games
should have
that
saw
we're
it coming.
2020 NFL. Let's talk about Thursday night's matchup.
Seahawks, Cardinals.
Seahawks, Cardinals. It was a battle for the division lead. Everyone was
I
tied
knew
at
the sweep
first.
wasn't going to happen.
This league is weird. Seahawks defense showed up for the first time all year to help them out.
Seahawks 5-0 at home. Wasn't this
Love to
game?
see it.
Was it in Seattle, right?
Yeah, in Seattle.
Yeah.
Carlos Hyde's first game back, 14 carries, 79 yards with a TD.
Yeah, pretty solid.
Love that. Just picked him up in fantasy. Hopefully he
Russ,
keeps
after
going
having
off.
a couple bad weeks, has a great week
Yep.
against this
Yeah.
Cardinals team who was middle of the pack defensively, but number one offensively. And Seahawks finally made a stop. Big sack on fourth down to end the
But the
game.
one thing that's sticking out to me in this game is the Cardinals had 115 penalty yards, the most ever in a game since week 15 for them, and they only lost by 7 points, and they literally gave up the whole field in penalties. So you got to cut that down. Obviously, I'm sure that's going to be
Way
a topic.
too many.
And their rushing
Yeah, that was a
game
huge
didn't
division
really
win
show
the
up.
Seahawks got. Because this
Cardinals
division's
are
still
number
wide
one.
open.
Yeah, definitely.
And probably one of the most competitive divisions, if not the most competitive division in the league right now.
I would definitely
Yeah.
agree. Rams have a huge game
Coming up. Yeah.
coming up tomorrow night.
Yeah, big game.
Big game for Bucks also because Saints got a dub without Drew Breesy today.
And it was
So
a
it's-
great
Good
dub.
without Drew Brees.
It's so hard to pick games this year because this team beat that team, this team lost to that team. They're supposed to beat that team, but then they lose to that team. Like this and that, chip zip zip zip, and you have no idea who's gonna beat who every week. It sucks.
Yeah, I definitely agree.
Yeah.
It's so weird.
It's weird, bro.
Well, let's talk about another weird one.
Picks.
Good thing we're
Raven-
average takes.
Yeah, average.
That's the key here. That's the absolute key. You got to remember this is average takes, not accurate takes. Keep it straight.
Let's talk about Ravens Titans game. Nail biter down to the wire.
Oh,
Derrick
Yeah.
Henry, man. He's a freaking beast.
Overtime, Derrick Henry sealed it with another one of his crazy runs.
28 carries, 133 yards, 1 touchdown.
Ravens suck. I just want to say it
Ravens
first.
fucking suck.
God, it was
I'm it's finally coming out. It's like the third week in a row I've been saying it, and I've been seeing it. I saw it earlier, but you guys are seeing it now. They fucking suck.
you got to wait
brutal.
one more week to say that.
Their defense is bad, bro.
One more week because
No.
they're playing in the biggest game of the week next week.
Yes,
It was
sir.
a big win for Tennessee this week to beat Baltimore in overtime. That's huge because Tennessee was looking real bad last 3 weeks.
Very shaky.
Well, that's what they were
came back,
saying,
scored
that
30 points this week.
Derrick Henry is a second half guy. He just runs you down until breaks that last one off, and that happened to be the game winner today. So that's the key to that Titans team is I think you have to make Tannehill beat you. You can't let Derrick Henry beat you because he will, and you saw what he did today.
X.
Yeah, definitely. Next game. Shinny, I'll let
What do
you
we
just
got?
take the floor, my buddy.
Oh, Lord. That
Take
time
it.
of the pod.
Is that
It's
time of the podcast?
first time in Pittsburgh Steelers franchise history. We started out the season 10 games that we've won in a row, 0 losses. It's a great time, We put a beating on that Jaguars team, It was scary. It almost looked like it was a scene out of Tiger King, to be honest. But it was a slaughtering on the
Oh
field.
my God.
Steelers 10-0. Short week this week. I think we're ready. Play the Ravens on Thanksgiving night. Expect a show from Big Ben. Expect a show from Juju dancing on the field before the game. So getting TikToks in. Fun fact: when Juju
Yeah.
posted TikTok before the game, the Steelers are 10-0.
You're talking a lot
Oh,
about
yeah.
Juju, and I think the Steelers are living and dying by Claypool.
Hey,
absolutely.
10
Deontay
games,
Johnson
10
also.
touchdowns. Claypool.
we have 3 receivers with 500 yards, 5 touchdowns.
Deontay Johnson, 12 receptions, 111 yards, bro. I think that's the top wide receiver.
They have a good stable. Like they keep Juju as kind of a distraction where the main guy will go after him, and if he's not getting open, they got 3 other guys they can throw to who are all high level. The
Yeah,
Steelers team
and
is actually really good.
really good.
Looking scary.
No doubt.
They're looking scary.
Yeah.
Also, add on to the 4 interceptions, 2 by Mika, 2 by Terrell Edmonds. Like
One by Big Ben.
defense is money. This offense is money. This wide receivers are money. James Conner slacking, and we're still money.
Yeah, I was about to
Crazy.
say that James Conner's not having his best season, but Steelers still pulling W's, beating
They don't need
teams
him
that they
to.
got
They have
beat.
great wide receivers.
Yeah,
They
and
don't need him to go off, bro. They're throwing the ball way better.
yeah,
Busy.
He got
easy.
barely 13 carries.
That defense is definitely the MVP of that team, though. You can't say anything different. That defense picks up
Yeah.
the slack
is, like,
in
I'm
every
not-
game.
I'm not gonna disagree with you, but I think having Ben back is definitely a key for us. 'Cause
Oh yeah,
That offense is solid, but it's definitely it's a defensive team pretty much. That's the main point of the team. This defense is legit the best
Yeah.
defense in the
And
league in the past couple years.
I heard a quote from the legendary Nick Saban, and he said, "Good defenses don't beat good offenses anymore." Basically saying that the offenses now overpower good defenses because the star power, how quickly guys can score, the air raid that's going on in the NFL, and like it's scary going forward.
He was saying that about the Packers too.
Was he?
Yeah,
That's
right
funny.
as the Packers lost, he was saying that about the Packers.
That's funny.
Just tonight, I heard him say it. Yeah.
Yeah, well, I don't know if he's right because good defenses got 10-0, 10 wins right now. So
well, let's talk about what Nick Saban was talking about in the Packers and Colts game. You have to believe that
Yeah.
this Colts team's
Yeah.
real now. I mean, we've
Yeah.
been betting on Phillip Rivers to throw that game-losing interception, and it just ain't happening right now. This team
A lot
is
of games went into OT
kicking on
this week.
cylinders.
This defense is good. This defense is one of those top tier defenses you got in the league. Like they're definitely not up there with the Steelers yet, but they're solid.
Yeah, definitely
they
solid.
are.
For them to pull
This
out
was
this
a good
W.
test. This is a good
Yeah.
test for me as a judging them and as for like NFL because I think Aaron Rodgers and the offense is one of the best in the game right now. And yeah, they gave up 31 points, but I mean they scored 34. So if you're gonna do that, you have to score. You have to score up with them. You can't be 20, 10 points. You got to be up in the 30s.
So many fumbles, bro.
Yeah, a lot of loose balls out there.
Yeah.
Yeah, they had 3 fumbles and they lost all. Or yeah, they lost 3. Not good for that Packers team, but this Colts team looking good. I mean, their show of running backs every week is winning. I don't understand it how it's a different guy every other night, but hey, man, if it works, it works. And Colts are 7-3.
Phillip Rivers is looking good out there, bro. The way he was
Yeah, I
moving
like
in
the
the
way
pocket,
they mix it up.
the way he was moving in the pocket, I liked it, bro. He was dipping and dodging.
He got injured late in the game too, and he was still able to make it
Yeah.
happen. And they were going on drives. That last drive,
He was
really
only hurt for one
them when
drive.
they had 5 straight holding calls, and then they didn't accept the I think it was the 3rd straight holding call on that last possession the Colts had, and the Packers didn't accept the penalty because they wanted to stay second down, I think. And then all of a sudden, Jonathan Taylor gets a 16-yard rush, and now it's 3rd and 4, and they go and get the first down real quick. So now it's like you should have went for the 1st and 30 because there's no way you're going to make it from 1st and 30. But then after that, now they go get the first down. They get 2 more holding calls to get called back, and that's what killed the momentum. That drive, they were sitting there piecing up that Packers defense up until that point.
Yeah.
5 straight. That's so crazy.
It was kind of a classic Phillip Rivers game where he had there was a reception by 11 different receivers on that team, and he's very good at spreading the ball out, getting everybody involved, letting everyone get a couple touches a game. He doesn't really pick on one dude most of the time, and that's how I feel like they're figuring out ways to work around Phillip Rivers' strengths and then try to avoid his weaknesses moving forward.
Yeah, they don't want him to force anything. And that's when he starts losing games, as he's forcing passes and trying to stick to his one guy, like that's what we saw many years on the Chargers, him targeting a guy and not working late in the game. Defense knew that was happening, but right now this Colts team is pretty good, probably a top 10 team.
Yep, they're getting those big wins on their resume, and then for the power rankings, so we'll see where they land.
Supporting that Nick Saban fast scoring thing, though, the Chiefs and Raiders, the Chiefs, the second to last drive, bro, they scored in 1 minute and 15 seconds, bro. That's fast, bro.
Yeah, that's fast.
Chiefs could score probably the fastest out of any offense in the league.
Oh, my God.
They got so many weapons.
They were down, and I for some reason, knew that the Chiefs were going to win the game. They're so good in the fourth quarter down.
I was losing hope.
Well,
I thought the Raiders were going to two-peat them.
Yeah, me too. I was losing hope.
Derek Carr did look good. The Raiders did not look bad at all.
Yeah, they were looking good.
You saw it with
Waller. Go ahead, Jenny.
Their playoff run last year. They were down literally every game, and then they came back second half. They're the first team to win 4 straight games, I think, coming back in playoffs to win the Super Bowl. But that's kind of on script for them.
Yeah,
not against the
why
Raiders most likely, but playing not shaky, but just not dominant like you're used to the first half. And then second half, Andy Reid, obviously mastermind with the offensive game, everything like that. So this Chiefs team is good. This Chiefs team is good.
Scored, just giving them a massage.
Yeah, and this Raiders team is good too. We'll put them up there. They looked really good today. A couple bad mistakes kept them from winning this game.
Man, did they look good though? Driving down the field with ease, it seemed like on this Chiefs defense. Touchdowns with ease. Made Derek Carr look very good after being our average player of the week last week.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah. So I don't know about this. Yeah.
Hello.
I don't know. That Chiefs team still looks good, but they're beatable.
They are beatable.
You have to get a
9-1.
Quick.
They literally were only beatable to this team, though. They looked beatable to the Raiders again, and they were beaten by this team. That Raiders team is just solid. Like, I hate that they lost to the Buccaneers because I feel like they should have won that game, but they got smacked by the Buccaneers when they played them too. So that one sticks out in my head as like a big loss. The 6-4 too. Like looking at the playoffs, where do they fit in? Like going forward, how could they get into a playoff spot? Do you think they're looking at a wild card spot? Because there's so many AFC teams that are going to be on that borderline. Do you think the Raiders will be one of them that are going to sneak in?
I mean, you have the Titans who are wild card. You got, I don't know what the
Browns probably.
Browns.
Wild card.
Ravens.
Dolphins maybe.
Yeah, it's a lot of teams that are going to be right on that cusp. It depends on the last couple of weeks of this.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, what the hell were they doing in Miami today? Or Denver?
Yeah, come on.
Why do you pull Tua? That's so terrible.
Terrible
Let
quarterback
your kid
play.
go. who cares if he gets his first loss? Let him go. Just give him the ball. He's already been on the field for 3 straight wins. Give him the ball. It's a close game. We want to see Tua come back in that game. We don't want to see Ryan Fitzpatrick throw a pick to lose. No fan wants to watch that.
I don't know what's going through your mind as a coach so you have Ryan Fitzpatrick, who's probably on one of the last 2 years of his whole career. He's probably coming out after this year, maybe next year. And he's playing probably one of the best football he's played all his whole career. And then you take him out and let Tua start, who's a rookie, goes 3-0, and then he has a bad first half and you take him out. What is that doing for anybody? Ryan Fitzpatrick is the biggest field quarterback. However he's feeling that day, he's going to do. Clearly he felt like shit today because he played like shit. So I don't know what the Dolphins are doing.
Facts.
It's just a bad coaching move. That's a bad move to pull your.
They're killing both of their confidences, bro.
For real. That's
no sense.
It killed Ryan Fitzpatrick's confidence when they put Tua in, but then you're gonna take Tua out and put him back in. Like I don't understand.
The last drive of the game came down to the last drive of the game, and Fitzmagic threw a pick because he's only out there. He was only out there for the 20 minutes. Probably less than that.
He probably thought he was chilling on the sideline the whole game. Probably didn't even think he was gonna get put in. He's all, what?
Versus the Broncos?
Why are you putting me in right now? I'm gonna throw a pick and lose this game just to show you're an idiot.
He probably did throw it on purpose. He probably looked at someone the whole time and just locked on whoever he threw it at.
Yeah.
Your boy T. Patrick had a day though, Bob. 5 receptions, 119 yards. Damn.
When he's healthy and on the field,
the Broncos win.
He's a stud. He's a stud.
Win.
I mean, I don't know if they just because of that they win, but he is good and he gets yards when he's on the field.
Solid.
I think today the reason why the Broncos won was the running game. Melvin Gordon had 2 touchdowns, 84 yards, and then Philip Lindsay added 82 yards on the ground as well. So 166 yards rushing, 2 touchdowns. Expected something better out of it.
They're just acting like that DUI didn't happen up there.
Yep.
No, you'll never believe what happened in this 2020 year. You'll never believe what happened about that. So I read up on it.
What?
COVID hit. They just delayed his hearing till after the season.
Chill.
Oh,
well, like it didn't happen.
Yeah.
Lucky for him.
Lucky for him, for real. He's going to get suspended in next 4 games next year. The first 4 games next year.
Not very lucky for them
I just
next
got him
year.
Fantasy.
Yeah.
Yeah, you hate
hearing.
to see
I was waiting for it was reading up. I'm like, oh, he's gonna get suspended. I'm making a move in fantasy, Boom, delayed till 2021, and I was like,
I mean, honestly, you would rather have it happen as a team right now. You're losing games. You're not in the playoff contention. Get better picks, lose games. I don't know.
He beats it with community service, and he don't even get a charge. He's fine. He plays next year, no suspension.
They sweep it under the rug. Never even happened.
Yeah. Well, they're gonna.
People forgot about it already.
Tony La Russa, do you know who I am?
Oh, no.
You see my ring? Do you know who I am? I'm a Hall of Famer.
Bro,
that's funny.
That's so bad. And did they fire him yet, La Russa?
Nope.
Oh, they're just okay. They're just sweeping
that
one
DUI. That DUI happened in January, and it only came out like 2 weeks after.
Yeah, it happened.
Somebody was hating.
Yeah,
it happened when they were at spring training. I'm pretty sure.
He wasn't
in Arizona.
It was January. He's not a part of a team or anything. He was just out in the town.
Oh, I heard it was.
La Russa? Hey, bro, call Uber.
Yeah. Yeah, didn't have enough money or something. Maybe that's why he signed a contract this season.
He was worried about
he
COVID.
saved him.
Catch
yes,
COVID
he
from the
spent
driver.
too much money on alcohol. Forgot money for the Uber.
Yep, happens. So it'd be like that. No, I'm just kidding. It's never okay to drive drunk.
Yeah, true. Let's talk about.
Throw that out there for the sponsors.
Last game we want to talk about Saints versus Falcons. Drew Brees missed the game with 12 fractures in his rib, and Taysom didn't skip a beat.
But that doesn't matter.
Yeah,
Yes,
doesn't
sir.
matter.
though.
Does
Taysom
The
not.
Hill
defense is
beast, bro.
legit.
Saints are looking gravy.
Because this Falcons offense has been good all year. That's been the one bright spot for Atlanta, and they literally scored 9 points. Did they score a touchdown or was it all field goals?
It was
Field
all
It was all
goals.
field goals.
Mm-hmm.
Matt Ryan threw two INTs.
Oh yeah, and he was getting blitzed all night. Literally all
Yeah.
All
night
night
they were in
long.
his face.
I think the
Oh, yeah.
Had
Saints
to.
had 9
6
sacks.
sacks. Yeah, I watched like some of the game and I witnessed like 6 of them.
Yeah,
They're
yeah.
nasty.
6 and 9.
8 sacks.
8.
All right.
8 sacks.
Fake
Yeah.
little fake news for your afternoon.
I saw one that didn't
Matt
happen.
Ryan had a 19.2 QBR.
Not good.
Taysom Hill didn't even throw any. He ran them
Not
in.
good. That's all
And
right.
he's a fullback.
He did good, but I mean,
He was those deep throws. He was putting
Yeah, yeah.
everything he had on it. It was
Everything
like
he
he was
could.
jumping. It was like he was
40
like
yards-
jumping off his back.
40
foot trying to
yards
make
is
those
his
throws.
max. 40 yards
Yeah.
seems to be his max. Anything over that
Yeah.
is sketchy.
He's just got to get the arm loosened up a little bit for the pro
18
distance.
for
you know?
23
The
though,
speed is a
not
little
mad.
different. Yeah,
I
no,
mean,
QBR
18 for 23 is solid.
68.2.
I was
Lit.
waiting for famous James to come in and just start throwing dimes everywhere, but it didn't happen.
Yeah, they said
He
before
throws too many picks in practice. There's no way.
they said before the game that he wasn't in any offensive packages at all. That everything was on Taysom. They weren't doing a dual quarterback situation.
Yeah,
It's not
well,
happening, bro. He's a clipboard guy.
I heard Sean Payton say earlier in the year that if Drew Brees goes down middle of the game, they'll put Jameis Winston in, and if they have a week to prepare, they'll put Taysom Hill because he has so much things that he can do that teams will know what's coming. That's
Yeah.
obviously today he showed a little bit of that, but it was against the Falcons. Like, I don't know how good he's going to be against better competition. If he needs to be quarterback in the playoffs, sketchy.
Saints just need one more week with them.
Well, they
Drew Brees
they
gonna
said
be
week
fine.
14, Drew Brees coming back.
So you're
3
his
more weeks
fucking
with them. That's all right.
12 of his
fractured
ribs just
bro.
heal
There's
in-
no
in
3
chance,
weeks.
bro.
That's what they're saying.
There's
That's
and
what
his
their
punctured
doctors are
lung.
saying.
And he's what, 45? It doesn't matter.
he's
Drew Brees is
48.
an animal. Oh, yeah, even better.
Yeah, I mean,
What
I
an
don't know. I don't
animal.
think he comes back
Crazy.
at week 14. I don't think he comes back till playoffs. I would see them because right now, don't the Saints have the first round bye if playoffs happen today? As 8-2?
Yeah, but what if they start losing?
Well, if you start losing, then you go into
You gotta run
playoffs.
You
Yeah.
gotta go Jameis.
Yeah, I mean, you have to.
They're gonna lose to.
No,
They have
no, no,
Broncos,
I mean,
Falcons,
it-
Eagles next. They got Broncos,
Oh,
Falcons,
oh.
Eagles next.
Oh, they got a easy schedule for.
But
Hey,
then they
Drew
have
Brees don't
Chiefs,
even got
Vikings,
broken
Panthers.
ribs. Drew Brees don't even got
Yeah.
broken ribs.
Nah.
They're giving him the old Big Ben treatment. Take the week off.
Yeah, he's resting
Yeah.
up. Yep.
It might not be 12. It might
Hey.
only be like 2.
They're all
But they said
gonna act like
12.
you got
No,
broken
he's out
ribs,
for,
so you look like a
he's out for
savage.
4
Yeah.
weeks. Yeah.
Franchises like the Saints and Steelers replay chess, not checkers.
Ah.
We're thinking we have old quarterbacks. We got to keep them healthy. Got to take as less hits as possible. You know what, Ben? Take a week off. It's okay. You got 2 games You got 2 games in 10 days, or 2 games in 6 days, whatever. You can take a week off.
Oh, the
against-
Steelers, now thinking about the playoffs, like the Steelers smashing it up against the Chiefs, they look real good against the Chiefs. Chiefs have not seen
Yeah.
a defense at that level.
I'm
and plus with-
excited.
They're
That's
all
what-
around good. Like, this Steelers team
That's
looks
what I
pretty
want.
scary.
That's exactly what I want for winner goes to Super Bowl. I'll be best of that thing that could happen.
If the
Yeah.
Chiefs
Yeah,
see the
for
Raiders,
sure.
though, and like early in the playoffs, the Raiders knocking them off.
Ooh, it's going to be another good
Calling it
game.
here.
The Raiders got to make playoffs first.
Yeah, they got to squeeze in.
I mean, don't get me wrong. This Raiders team's good, but they gotta make playoffs first.
They are
This
good,
Raider
and
team's better
they're-
than a lot of these teams that
yeah.
have better rankings in them.
Yeah, they're better than
better
a lot of
records.
7-3 teams.
Yeah.
Some of those 7-3 teams are flukes, but I mean, how much they're 7-3. They got 7 wins, you know?
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I guess you're talking about the Browns in this situation, but
Specifically.
other
the
7
Titans,
and
I
3
think they
teams.
could be
Oh
better than-
yeah, they're probably better than the Titans. But Bucks and
And
what
the
other
Bills,
teams?
they've already lost to the Bills.
Packers.
They lost to the Bills pretty bad too.
Bucks about to be 8-4 though.
If they
Yeah.
lose,
No,
8-4?
they're
Bucks
7-3.
gonna win this game.
they're 7-3.
They're gonna be 8-3. My bad.
Okay. You're giving them both a win and a loss. Whatever happens.
Yeah.
Both doing it. They're tying.
You're looking at 2 weeks. The next 2 weeks.
All
The
right.
Bucks need this one.
Any other information you'd like to
Talk
shoot
about the
out there?
Cowboys beating the Vikings.
I mean, we don't have to,
yeah.
but we could. Andy Dalton
Nah.
Yeah,
came
I'm
out,
just kidding.
threw a couple touchdowns.
I'm just kidding.
That's about
Andy
it.
Dalton did have a day.
Yeah, Andy Dalton popped off.
It was a great
Vikings
game.
defense is
against
bad. It was a
bad
battle of
teams.
the bad defenses.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, at the end of the day, it was just 2 bad football teams playing each other.
Simple.
I imagine the Vikings kind of turn around their season, but after a loss like that, it's over.
Yeah, I literally was
The
picturing that too. I thought it was a turning point. They were going to go get a good win against Dallas and get some momentum. Clearly not.
Yeah,
Kirk's got to
terrible.
go.
They
They
lost
just
by
signed him
field
to
goal.
a huge deal before the season, though. They
You
re-signed
can't
him.
lose to Dallas. I don't care if it's by a field goal. It's by an anything. You cannot lose to
Incredible
Dallas.
touchdown
It's
catch
just
though
not.
by CD. Incredible, but
Yeah. Facts.
Vikings
At the same
offense
time-
looked great though, bro.
defense got to show up.
Yep.
Damn it.
Feels bad.
Does that hurt
He
Dalvin
did
Cook's
great.
MVP?
It does.
The
I
fumble
mean,
does. The fumble does.
We need more. You need more. You need
Yeah.
more.
27 carries, 115 yards, 1 TD. What more can you ask from a running back?
one
W.
fumble,
Need
Roost,
40
You got to
yards.
secure the ball.
Yeah, 40 more yards.
40 more yards.
a game-winning touchdown run like Derrick Henry.
Facts.
It's just in his situation, it sucks when they get behind because then Kirk Cousins has to lead them. He can't lead them. That's why they like to. When they get ahead of guys, they can just run it Dalvin, knowing like this is my dude. You know, we can cruise this game. But when they got to throw the ball, you don't know what Kirk Cousins is gonna show up every week. It's sketchy.
Facts.
Zeke Elliott had his first 100-yard game since 1997.
Feels like it. First
This
touchdown
was born
for
in 97.
Yeah. Prayers up.
Joe Burrow.
Joey Burrow, Rex Burkhead.
100%. Yeah, it's shitty seeing those type of injuries.
Yep.
I want to
Should
give
like
out
and
a
subscribe.
little shout out before we end this right now is to my boy Justin Herbert for a great W, great performance today. I know it's versus the trash
W.
Jets teams, but
Killer rookie
we
game.
take
All right, killer.
these W's and we take those games, put it in the playbook, keep the shit going. Herbert, unreal, 1-0 with the haircut.
Killing rookie records is what I mean.
Killing rookie record. He's on
Congrats,
pace.
Herbert.
Yards, completions, and touchdowns, all rookie records. He's on pace.
Yeah, congrats, Herbert.
He
I
scored
can't
4
say you have
TDs
one win
today. I
anymore.
think that was like the most by a rookie, I'm pretty sure, in the NFL.
Well, through the
Claypool.
game, but
That was Claypool.
No, he threw 4. What are you talking about?
Herbert threw 3 today.
He
Oh,
just
really?
wants to talk about the Steelers again, is what he's talking about.
I know. All right, yeah, like Tanner was saying, make sure you like and subscribe, comment,
Subscribe and like.
follow us
and
on
then
our
comment.
socials.
Like and subscribe.
Like and subscribe. This video is for
Average
subscribers
takes.
only.
Average
Tatis
takes,
jersey
average
still
takes.
available. Average takes, nothing wrong being average. And we out.